Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the S-Team podcast. I'm Jack Millington, and joining me this week, as usual, as ever, is Mikey Keating.
Yeah,
I'm not too bad. How are you, Mike?
I'm great, mate. Top of the fucking world. Not literally, but
No, you're not higher than George Michael.
No.
But
yeah, I've been quite an interesting week.
yeah, I mean, it was probably one of the biggest days ever.
Yeah.
On
What
Friday.
about yourself, mate?
I've had a good week. It's
Still living
tiring.
your dream, mate. I had to sell the Lamborghini this week, did you?
Yeah. Oh, they are.
I told you, mate. There's finance costs.
I've been having to burn the wood burning stove.
Oh, mate.
Of course. Well, you know, I've been having to live
Saying
in
that-
this temporary accommodation now.
Oh,
Stupid little crappy house.
hey, but saying that, the wood burnstone, like, they reckon gives more heat than gas.
It does. It's just natural fire.
Technically, you're technically a rich man still going.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I can show you in 10 years? Like your little manor, like your little house, straight in the country, your little wood burning stove.
I would be the type of person to have a wood burning
Your little book, your little,
Yeah, I've got my books, yeah.
little, like a bit of whiskey, right?
No.
Or scotch or something
In my
like
Coke would be a little shot of Pepsi Max.
that. What do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that little book, your little sandwiches.
A little smoke,
Lit-
a little
yeah.
smoking pipe that's not been smoked.
Yeah. Your PJ stuff, little slippers, like little pink slippers.
Alright, I'm not
Little
old.
dress.
Alright, come on.
No, dress and that, mate. And your little... Carry on. Mr. Millington.
The one thing I wouldn't go as far as doing though is I wouldn't have a teacup on a saucer. I wouldn't go that far.
I've actually been to someone's house and you went, there you go.
I don't need a
What?
plate.
I'm from Tranmere. I am not.
I tell you what, when we go gardening, there's places and clients that do that. They give you a cup, and I was like, "What do you think about animals? We don't need. What are we going to do? Spill it?" They genuinely think that if we spill it, it'll fall into the, and then we'll go. That kind of thing. And that's a good idea, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pour it back in the cup and drink it out of the cup. What do you think? I am a cat.
You look it. About hair you've got on your head.
Yeah,
Anyway.
But
First story today.
no, I've got a couple of. I've got a lot of cars. Well, I said car stuff. I've got a lot of stuff involving cars today.
Nice.
And the big news, and it's funny because I've got a friend of mine who's telling me about this, and you know the 3-point turn. When you do your driving lessons. Which
Yeah.
You've done a few of.
Yeah, I've done a 3-point turn, yeah.
Now,
By accident, but, you know.
the 3-point turn is. It's been on the DSA driving thing for, well, ever since the driving certificates came out. 3-point turn in the road, 3-point turn, whatever you want to call it. And
In the dish, whatever.
on my test, I did a 3-point turn, I think. Yeah, I did, yeah. Did do a 3-point turn. And but it wasn't practiced that much. Well, it was when I did my lessons, but at the start I was more learning turning
The basics.
doing a reverse around the corner and parallel parking. Now, according to the people I know who are doing driving lessons now, they don't practice the 3-point turn that much. They barely learn it. And there's a thing that's come up on the BBC saying that the 3-point turn might actually be getting dropped from the DSA Driving Standards Agency, which means that you won't have to be able to practice it anymore.
Why? Because look at it this way, there's going to be times when you need that.
Well, I thought that at first, and then I remembered something. It's like, when I start driving when I'm in a car, in the whole, well, let's put it in 8 months I was driving, I only ever pulled a U-point turn twice. A 3-point turn off twice.
I say you point.
No.
Yeah.
But honestly, I genuinely thought about it. I was like, I intentionally did it more times. I went and purposely practiced a 3-point turn more times than I had to do it in a normal drive. I only did it twice in 8 months. And I thought about that and I thought, that kind of makes sense because I've been with my dad driving for years. And even he hasn't pulled that many U-point turns in the last few years.
3 points, not you
I
point.
keep saying U-point, I know.
That's
I know.
it, each time you say you point now, I'm going to throw something like that.
That's fine. 3-point turn. Every time he does a 3-point turn, he
It depends what you're doing, like, it depends where you're going, do you know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I've seen my
people-
dad do it a few times.
But
but in a
You don't
safe
do it that
manner.
much, do you? When you think about it, when you've been driving with people. How
Well, if
many
you
times have they
turn
done
the-
a 3-point turn? How many times?
A couple, like,
Not often, is
over
it?
the year, not often, but that's if dutifully cleaning the car. You would turn the car around and put the face button down the drive. And you just feel shit goes down sort of way.
I think I can understand why it might be getting taken off, but at the same time,
Don't
I don't want it taken off because, you know, Quentin Wilson made a good point. He said, if your sat nav sends you the wrong way to a river, okay, firstly you're flipping stupid. You shouldn't even be driving if you're driving. Oh, there's a road here, but there's a river in front of me.
Let's keep going,
Let's keep going. I know those people who have sat navs and do that are genuinely thick. But
I prefer the days when there's a map and paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, them.
But I genuinely. But he made a good point. It's like, if you need, you're going to have to do a 3-point turn. That 3-point turn is going to be essential. But then again, you don't really need to learn the 3-point turn to go back and round a corner. Because you can do, you could go, oh yeah, we've just got to turn around and go the other way.
Mm.
I mean, it's genuinely only stupid people who go, oh, how many times I've got to go round? River.
Saying that,
But I'm on Quentin Wilson's side and saying that it should be done because I kind of enjoy doing the 3-point turn. Because every time I got it right. It was my best manoeuvre that I could do out of the main thing.
my one. Like, out of the only 5 lessons I've ever done,
Yeah.
really. Mine was new turnings and stuff, and like, or just generally you watching new ways. Because I remember once I was in the Church Estate doing the lesson. It was actually a good place to do.
It is, to be fair.
How to drive. So we're going round. I went around the coast. I thought, that's very good. You could improve. Went alright.
Yeah.
We turn left, so turn right.
So
At the end of the road, you just go back around because it was like an oval. What you doing? It's like, I'm not happy unless you say that was really good. I'd want to do it again because I don't want to be going, oh yeah, that's alright.
yeah, but
And then eventually get to the test, do that, and he goes, okay. They're the idiot. Understandably, it was free, but I was imagining there was a car there. Do you know what I mean? And he went back, and I did it spot on. I went, I don't get that with you. And I went, what do you mean, man? Usually, I have people, and they'll go, you know, I have to tell them 4 or 5 times. This, and they don't listen, and then we have a chat for 5 minutes, then we do it, and it's, oh, and then you do it, and you can't do it again.
where did it go?
Oh. And he was just like, what the hell?
So
Yeah,
what,
I would
if
do it
people
what-
haven't realised already what Mikey's trying to hint at,
I
is
did
that
it once.
I'm a great driver.
No, I
Just hear that undertone under what he's saying,
No,
people.
I did it once, and he goes, it was good, okay, you do this, and that, and I'll just do it, and then it'd be like, he said, I'm not even doing it, the easiest person, like, within 5 minutes lesson to me, I was going from just getting the bike point, you're getting used to the little basics of turn left, right?
Yeah,
I
but that's,
was
the,
driving
that's the
around.
natural progression of people,
No, but you know what I mean? I was then started driving around Prenton, Tranmere,
which is hard.
Bevington,
Okay, maybe better.
yeah, nearly got hit twice,
Yeah.
which wasn't my fault, I'd like to...
But in terms of the 3-point turn, how does that relate to that?
Actually, I used it twice in
Hmm.
those 5 lessons. Once because I turned the wrong left. Yes, you've heard it first, folks. Well, it won't be the first time.
No, it won't be the first time. It
It
won't,
won't
be
be
the
the
last.
No, like, he said turn left, and there was a left there, so I did turn left. He was all, he went, oh, that's my fault, I meant to say second left. Because,
But
it should
in
be...
terms, have you?
I have done it, yeah.
In terms of like, you've done it, so you know.
Yeah, so I stop, then you go forward, and you reverse. Yeah,
No,
depends where you are. Because mine was, it's like it was a, what's it called?
no. The standard default for doing a 3-point turn is this: park straight next to the curb. You turn as far, you turn the wheel lock as soon as the car starts moving. You pull off when you're middle of the road, and this is a really tight road I'm talking about here. You look in the left, you look in your mirror, and you see when you hit the middle of the road, you straighten the wheel, and then you stop just before the curb. Handbrake off, brake, handbrake on, take brake off. Put it into reverse. Check behind you from both sides, so you do right shoulder and left shoulder.
See if I'll get on the end of more.
Then you've already got the bike point you take the handbrake off, you reverse. As soon as the car starts moving, you turn the wheel. You keep looking both sides. You got to keep looking backwards, obviously, but then you check in your mirror there while looking that way. As soon as that's straight, lock it up again, brake, handbrake on, and then first gear. 5 points, clutch, go, gone. That's how you do it. 3 points. There are people. I can understand when you're driving normally and you passed your test, you can just go.
You don't understand what I'm trying to say is when I did it, it was like a cul-de-sac. So I had a bit more space, but I pretty much did it.
I think it's easier to learn it in the tightest roads possible because you. I
thought it was hard though because I didn't really understand how much space I had the first time.
You did that?
And then the next time I had it, I went, yeah. I was okay, Mike. We're gonna give it a go. Don't worry if you don't get it right, mate, because you know. We only had like 10-20 minutes left. It's okay. I'll give it a go. So and I did it.
Yeah.
The one bit though that got me is I didn't go back far enough on the second bit, but I just managed to bring it round.
Yeah.
Enough. Luckily it was like only a little course or sort of thing, so it wasn't a lot of.
You weren't driving a flipping lorry or something.
No, not the Liberator.
You know what? I'm going to talk about that later actually because I'm going to move it on to another topic. You know the police driving wise. They're the
fucking shocking.
They drive the worst. Well, our constabulary drive the worst cars. They drive Hyundais, and that's about it. Now, police and the fact that police drivers do not care about the laws of the road. This has been mentioned several times by us, and I'm not going to go into it now because there's no point.
Go past
but what I will want to talk about is because I love it when police cars get it wrong. And this week, a police car, and I've got a couple of things we're going to say about this, but Norfolk police car flips on side in Norwich car crash. Hooray! A police car responded to a 9-9 call, was flipped on its side after it collided with another car in Norwich. Now, this is the thing. 2 cars that are involved. Yellow Fiat 500 is the normal car. Now, we know for a fact that the Fiat 500 has got cracking city handling. That's a fact. In fact, it's one of the best small hatchbacks, normal hatchbacks out there.
Just second to none with the Polo.
In terms of that small car.
No, that's what I'm trying to say, yeah. They're up there.
And maybe the Fiesta.
And the little Peugeot, what?
Let's not talk about that.
There's little hatchback.
The other car that was involved, the police car, was Ford Focus. Which again, as we know, is probably the best handling hatchback in the world.
Any chance was this Ford Focus in the state though?
No, it wasn't.
Little hatchback?
It was the hatchback versions of police.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, that it's hatchback or they say, because...
No, it says here that Alexandra was a woman who was watching, she was having dinner or whatever, said she heard a massive crash. And a lot of people have been actually saying about this, because, it's a pretty hefty crash, to be fair. Everyone's been going, I don't get that, because no one was at fault. Because the police car, it was in the right of way, it's a red light. But if they respond to a 9-9 call, they have every right of way. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Fiat 500 driver didn't hear the sirens. Firstly, how can you not hear the sirens? They're bloody loud enough. But was a green light, so you can understand them going. If they don't know which, because sometimes when you're driving, you don't know which way the sirens are coming from until they're like right next to you.
That's
which in her case was right next to her, and she got a hefty shock. And that's what I'm going to bring my point on to. A lot of people have been saying this. So it was a woman driving Fiat 500. Yeah.
By chance was it a woman driving the police car?
Driving the police car. Oh. You can imagine all the comments of what the people have been saying, women drivers.
Fucking dangerous.
Now, I'm not normally against women drivers, but I'm sorry, but you're driving a Ford Focus, which is possibly in fact, it is the best hatchback out there. Not including the Golf, because the Golf's not really a hatchback anymore.
Sorry, have you just said the best hatchback?
It is.
Did you know the car that won the best car of the year in 2005 was the MG? So, obviously, that car is still amazing.
And best car of the year from MG ZR from 2005 Was it by any chance voted by a bunch of MG chairmen going, that's a good car, that? What about the Ford Focus?
No.
Well, it's technically superior, mate. Well,
what car?
let me just see this. Let me just see.
Wikipedia. Like.
Let me just... Oh, well, it's a lie then, isn't it? MG.
No, what cars? People's cars, yeah.
What car? People car did he? Nah, I'm just looking at this. But how can you crash a Focus and a flipping 500? I just don't get that. I mean, it must have been going at some speed. I'm assuming reaction times here.
How old are they?
Well, both brand new, aren't they? Fiat 500.
I'm talking about the drivers.
Are you sure, mate? MGZR one. What car you...
Give it.
Right. I'm looking at the overall verdict from the people who've been rating this, and it's a 3-star.
Give it.
No, I'm not giving you out.
Go on Wikipedia. Go on Wikipedia.
I'm not going on Wikipedia. Look. Right. MGZR hatchback. What's it like to drive? Overall, 3-star, 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 2-star. Yeah, I call bullcrap on your award.
I've seen it.
If I go to Wikipedia now and it says it's not there, you're going to apologise and you're going to go, the best car of the year is definitely the Ford Focus.
Nah. Oh yeah, go on. Yeah.
But I'm going to have a look, people, because it's only fair that I give Mikey his little chance. No, bless his little cotton socks. But I just don't get police cars some days. It just
Makes you laugh.
I don't get. I think it's strange that people still can't tell where the police car's coming from, even though you can hear the siren. I've always found that weird. I mean, have you?
I think you should be programming the sound.
Well, I've just gone to reception and there is nothing on the MGZR.
Let's see. You seriously?
It said receptionist was one of Britain's most popular sporting hatchbacks throughout the production life with teenagers.
Oh.
Teenagers.
No.
Tens of thousands of MG. Listen, people, and I'm reading directly from Wikipedia, and I know that's not the most reliable website to use from, but I just want to prove to Mikey. It says here, tens of thousands of MG ZRs were sold in Britain and proved particularly popular with young buyers who were attracted by deals such as free insurance and discounts that were the equivalent of VAT. That's exactly what it says here. Mikey's gone on the page as well now on his phone. Mikey's going to cry his little socks up now. Go on, Mikey. Where's it say it, bud? Go on.
Sorry, it was his best-selling car of 2004. I do apologise.
The best selling car of 2004 for MG, was that by any chance?
So Rover's best-selling car.
So people, if you want to buy a proper hatchback, get a Ford Focus. I'm sorry, but I just...
I bet you didn't know this. The guy that near the end said, I want the Mark II. Yeah?
So I'm going to move it on, people.
Designed by the same guy. He designed, yeah. Fuck you, Jack.
So, Mikey's just like, the F1 is like, people, the McLaren F1 was at one time the fastest car in the world. The problem with the F1 is that, firstly, it's not that very attractive to look at. Not that it's a bad looking car, it's a nice looking car.
Get it in the lime green.
But secondly, and the biggest problem with it is, the handling is extremely heavy for a supercar of the 90s. The Jag XJ came out a couple of years before that and had the best handling car that supercars have ever seen.
It didn't have power steering, did it?
That's exactly how good it was. Anyway, I'm going to move on. As we alluded to a bit before, Black Friday was obviously this week, essentially. It's still going on as we're recording.
No. Oh, it's Cyber Monday tomorrow.
Black, yeah. And Cyber Monday tomorrow as well, so you can imagine what it's going to be like online. You go to Argos already, they can't even operate their website. It's crashing every 5 minutes.
Now we can ask it. You have, I was in work on Friday, and
But
to take a level of the deals, they were waiting in a queue for an hour and a half.
What I was going to say is, Black Friday was the busiest day on record for online retail at Amazon, with sales. Well, have a guess how many orders were placed over the whole of Friday. And bear in mind, there's 60 plus million people living in the UK. And don't go too extreme, because not everyone in the UK has got one.
About 30 million orders?
No, that's a bit too high. That's
15?
I'll give you one more guess, but it's lower than 15.
5?
Close, 5.5. 5.5 million goods were sold, and if you work out how quick that is, it's 64 items sold a second. I mean, that's rapid. So imagine the amount of cream people must be buying nowadays. Now, however, it had a lot, because police were called, I will have some in a minute when you start talking, but police were called all day, and I was in Liverpool on Friday because I had to go to university. And
Jack is now Dinosaur. If you want to play us on the podcast, please don't hesitate to contact myself on Twitter. I'm Mikey.
Jesus Christ, that came from nowhere.
Yeah, I heard.
Usually you'd anticipate that, but that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, bullshit.
But it did. Oh, jeez. I was in Liverpool on Friday, and yesterday as well on Saturday. But on Friday, people were fighting in the streets. You know, the police were there on Bolton Street and everything kicking off. It was mad watching. I've never seen anything like it. I was sitting outside, where was I? I was in the middle near Liverpool 1. You watch the people going nuts.
Like James Street,
You got
sort of there, yeah.
people, not no.
No, but round that.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Round
Okay.
towards.
But people kicking off at any, you know, the kids or the people, like, whack off, mate. You know, wrestling over flipping items and stuff like that. I didn't want to go into any shops virtually because of that, because I thought, oh, let's have a look at the game. Oh, the queue's outside the game, it's by McDonald's.
I'll walk.
It went from, and bear in mind, game's about 50 metres down the road from McDonald's, and it was all the way down to McDonald's.
I went to Birkenhead, didn't I?
Yeah, you went to bed.
Thursday night. The queue was fucking massive.
See, that's why I don't see the point of going out at
So I
midnight.
just walked home.
Yeah.
When I went on my lunch hour from where, and it was clear in game.
The thing is though,
Going in, went to Asda. Fucking hell, I had to like wedge myself between people. Saying that, I had a bag on. You know, everything. Pick up me Dre Beats. Look, I had people looking at me and everything like dead weird. So I didn't know what was gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? I'm like that, like, because what it comes in is like a big box. The Beats. So I was thinking, it's all goes for me. I'm just gonna fucking swing the bag, because it's like, don't get me wrong, it's actually quite a heavy little box. So all that's in there is like, when you take the case, like your plastic off, it's like a sleeve. You take the sleeve off, and you open the box, and then it's just got a little, like a case, like a little, like, how can I say, like zip up case. If you've got your headphones in it, there's a little side compartment where it's got all your wires for your headphones. And I was looking at it, I was thinking, fucking hell, I'm surprised I even got home. Never mind got back to work. Well,
I say one thing then, is that last year Amazon recorded 4 million sales. It's a jump of 1.5 this year, 1.5 million. But last year Cyber Monday was bigger than Black Friday. So tomorrow, if you look at averages and everything, it's technically going to be the busiest day for shopping of the year. People are going on record as saying this is going to be the biggest shopping at Christmas since the Great Depression. Now, if people don't know what the Great Depression is, it's when the financial... Can I say... the financial markets in New York just fell apart. And it led to just people... Let's put it this way. If you had... Let's say you had a shovel's worth of, I don't know, like... Say substances such as, like, food or stuff like that. It was worth more than money. I mean, that's how bad it got. But I think it's nuts. I think it's not people going for deals at 20. I mean, you in particular going out at flipping midnight. I just didn't understand.
no, I went because I wanted to go check if Asda was open, but it wasn't open. And in the big queue, I thought, nah, I'm waiting or not. Went home, went back the next day. I got myself GTA, Unity, Black Flag, which you highly recommend, which I thank you very much for. Myself another pad, So I've got a white pad and a black pad now. I haven't took the pad out of the case, because it's more for my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, and my beach, yeah. And that cost me, what was it? 20 quid?
I still think it's a lot of money to be spending.
Considering it was 44 for UNC
Which is
and GTA each.
GTA is worth it.
Right. And it was 80 for them, or 79. So about 160. Then it was 50. 55 for black pad, I mean.
I think it's nuts. And it's weird because in America, Black Friday was the lowest it's been on than last year.
Yeah, but over here.
But the thing is, the Brits have took it on. Like, it's
Gold.
the biggest day. Well, do you know where Black Friday comes from? It's
Basically.
from Thanksgiving.
No, I know what it is.
Yeah, well, I know what it is.
Basically, the reason they call it Black Friday is because most of the shops in America are in the red.
Yeah, and then they sell
when they
prices off cheap, don't they?
Yeah, it's still off cheap. And that's when you reckon you go from the red being the debt into the black being the credit.
Yeah.
And then the Cyber Mondays, just when they're getting rid of anything else.
Well, no, the Cyber Monday doesn't actually have anything to do with Thanksgiving, but Black Friday does, because that's where it stems from.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say.
And it's just like, it's an American hobby, it's another American thing that the Brits have gone, yes, let's do what I'm just thinking, no, let's create a flipping thing called Kettle Friday when everyone drinks tea.
Or coffee.
I'd make it a national holiday just to drink tea. Or
Yeah, I
one
can
day
imagine you.
You can have
Prime
Coke,
Minister.
you can
Well,
have
is
Pepsi
this
tea, you can have Coke tea, I don't care, you can have tea.
weed tea, whatever you
Weed
want.
tea, if you wanted. I mean, don't know how you'd make that, but
Hey, if it keeps them happy.
it keeps them happy, I don't care. But I'm going to move it on now, speaking of American, because we've got one piece of weird American news.
Well, we're on Black Friday, sorry.
Oh.
Apparently in Manchester, I don't know if this is actually quite a
If
true
it's the
story.
big fight thing, then yes, you're right.
But apparently there was a fight in an aisle in Asda.
Yeah.
Someone knocked, like, an aisle. And on the next aisle, there was tellies. And the telly fell over and
Yeah,
knocked
went into
someone.
the other ones, yeah, I've seen the video.
I haven't seen the video
No, I've seen
yet.
the video. The video went up and then it got taken off. I don't know why, but I seen the video of that. I was laughing my head
Like, you
off.
hit some woman on the head or something like that. Like, apparently, I don't know, that's all I've been told.
I didn't see anyone getting hit by it, but I've seen a lot of tellies getting smashed to pieces. But this weird news in America, obviously.
What is it weird about
There's a
America?
woman in Florida, actually, called France Riney, name and a half, 60 years old, is facing a DUI charge. Now, why do you think she's facing a DUI charge? Yes, Mr. Keating.
By any chance it's because he's drunk and she's driving a mobility scooter?
No, actually.
Oh,
She was parked in a car and was drinking alcoholic substances. When this deputy responded to a call about 5:30 in the evening, and apparently she was supposed to be out of it. Now the engine was switched off and she wasn't moving. She was sat on the driver's side, and they went. Officer asked her, "Have you been drinking lately?" She went, "No." She went, "Can I have your license, please?" Well, when she gave him the license, instead of handing her license over, she gave him a bag of crisps and a bottle of water, and he went, "No, man, that's not my driver's license. Oh, that's okay. Hang on a minute." Meanwhile, while she's trying to rummage around, gets the bottle of vodka out and starts flipping, drinking a bloody thing. I thought that was brilliant. And she went, I mean, she's been arrested for DUI because, I mean, I can understand. I mean, if she starts driving, she's putting everyone at risk. But
Well,
what
you should put
the
that
hell?
troopers like.
How thick can some people be?
Give me a sec, mate, I'll get my license. I'll give a bit more call the link there, mate, yeah.
It's like someone last year. It's like someone in Rhode Island last year.
That's New
I know.
No, I'm just saying that's New Jersey for those who don't know.
And if you don't know where that is, just say near New York.
If you don't know where that is, you're fucked anyway. Anyway.
No, you just don't like Americans. But she got pulled over for drunk driving, and she didn't actually. She very rarely did it. And the excuse she gave off was just, she said, I just wanted to cuddle. She was in the teens as well. I was just like, I kind of feel sorry for her, to be honest. When she's drunk, she just wanted to cuddle. I'd be
moving on swiftly. Yeah.
We've got some more weird news, but it's not America this time. It's Britain. British people doing British things in Britain. School children were forced out of a playground this week in an infant school in Watford in Hertfordshire. And you're probably wondering, oh no, I think they're all right. What we got forced out of the playground for? Really okay? Now, animals, Mikey. What do you think forced them out of the playground? Now, if it was a dog, you'd understand, because rabid dogs go nuts and they could kill children.
I give no shit.
Yeah, but it's not a dog.
A hamster.
It's not a hamster. It'd have been funny if it had been a hamster. This is even funnier.
A rat.
No. You got one more guess.
2 legs, 4 legs. No legs at all. Snake.
Well, it's got 2 back legs and 2 front legs. But then again, it stands on its back legs. Where it eats, usually.
A bear.
Not a bear. I'll just. School children forced to evacuate playground due to unusually aggressive grey squirrel. Yep. And this has made the news, people. I'm not joking. Apparently, the furious rodent scratched one of a member of staff. Oh my god! To be fair though, I can understand. Imagine if a squirrel got like its claws into the eye of a kid. But at the same time, you're just like, you just run and kick the squirrel. Even Mikey's thinking, yeah, even I wouldn't have done that. You're right, Mike.
Can we just go on to something else, please?
A teacher had to shepherd youngsters back into the safety of the... Are you serious?
Just get a...
Oh, just get a brush. Get basil brush. For crying out loud.
Where's Matty when you need him for the laugh?
No, I can't do it. But then it says... do you know what? Do you know what the best thing is? It says, the last paragraph, it says, fortunately, the angry mammal has not been seen since, although the caretaker is remaining vigilant just in case. I'm sorry, people, but this is not giving Britain a very good, appearance.
Do rise the grey squirrels from America.
I know. I prefer our red squirrels, but...
And they'd kill one off. 3 red ones.
Actually, no, the red squirrels are coming back.
No, they were killing off once.
Yeah, they were nearly killed off at one point.
What they were doing
But do you know where they ended up? Scotland. To be fair, that's
no wonder the Scottish wanted to fuck us off.
They've got
all the ale, they've got all the oil, and they've got all the squirrels.
They're Scottish accents, and we're taking all your squirrels too.
What?
That was my attempt at a Billy Connolly sort of accent.
Connolly? I'll give you that.
Not bad.
Oh, Billy Connolly, possibly.
I'm just going to make one last bit of news. It's not weird or anything, but obviously we know Lotus F1, and we know their team and everything. Well, they like to be a bit different compared to F1 teams, and they broke a world record this week. And I'm just going to show you this video. People, I'll put a link into the description. I don't need to just hold it. Can you see that?
Yeah.
This is their world record.
Oh, I've seen it.
Beep, beep. I mean, to be fair, this is one hell of a way to break a world record. And I can tell you the exact moment, now is when the driver crapped his pants. Whoever was driving that F1 car has got balls of steel.
Easy. I mean, is that an actual, world record?
It's a world record. It's a world record truck jump. But to celebrate it, they put an F1 car driven by a real driver underneath, driving along, and people, if you don't end up following it, I'll basically describe it to you. Truck jumps over a ramp and the F1 car drives right underneath it.
I've seen that a few times. I thought that was quite good.
And I mean, you can imagine the moment when the truck goes over the F1 truck, and you can actually see it on the onboard camera. He actually ducks slightly and just like, what's going on? He's just going underneath.
It's not that, isn't it? It's like you usually see in like all car collecting, it's like that fucking force. It's like that planted the accelerator. The accelerator's welded itself to the chassis. Like,
I don't want to crash and have a shot.
The truck driver's probably sitting there listening to Sweet Home Alabama. Oh, what was that, Bill? Oh, God.
Quick bits of gaming news. There's not that much this week, but I wanted to talk about games that are coming out this month.
The Crew?
For crying out loud, let me go through it, child. That was the big one. That's the big one gone, people. Thanks, mate. Generally, there isn't actually that much for PS4.
This segment is sponsored by the SD Industries.
Genuinely, the only ones that have been confirmed that are coming out this month are Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. Probably get that next year. Guilty Gear, Third Sign. Puyo Tetris. Gianni Switch Sisters, which I've heard about. And The Crew, which Mikey flipping mentioned before.
And which we've been
on again. We've been on the beta again, which was an open beta this time around.
But maybe we'll have to most of it. Exactly. There you go. We'll take it from a different approach. You know, we'll at least try and have some fun. So we got the Crew going.
Yeah, we got the Crew going.
Yeah, like this is alright. And we tried to invite Matty to our little crew. And basically all me and Dad, Jack did.
Dan.
No.
Dan.
Sorry.
Dan, do you want to go?
No.
So Dan, if you want a new job on the ST,
Jack, for 6 hours all we did.
It
worked out like 6 hours when I got on, you got on, and then when we both got off, like I wasn't in work the next day.
I mean, I enjoyed the Crew, but I don't think I should have played the beta. I don't think I should have played this beta.
It's ruined it a bit for me.
It hasn't ruined it at all. It's just like I just want to play it now because it's just doing my head and just wait for it.
We're gonna wait till Tuesday though.
But yeah, I know, and I know that's only 2 days, but 2 days. It's a game that I've been
don't
waiting
think
since
I'm in
E3.
Tuesday.
E3 2013, I've been waiting for this game. And I guarantee it will come out, and I'll end up giving it like 7 or something. It's like, you've been deducted 2 points because you made me wait for a year.
Yeah. You're losing 9 because, you know.
But apart from that, I've only actually got one more thing to talk about. And I know, and people have been looking at the time thinking, this is a really short podcast, but it's been one of those weeks where
there's nothing happened.
Nothing has really happened anywhere. Although you said you had a story to tell, so I'm going to let you do that now. Unless it's to do with gaming, then I'm going to do my review first.
Go on, do your review first.
People have acquired The Last of Us, the game that's been highly critically acclaimed for PS3, and it got remastered obviously, and I got the remastered version on the PS4, and I'm probably going to say that this is one of the best games I've ever played. I love it. Absolutely. I think, people bang on about the gameplay and everything and go, oh, it's brilliant, everything. I like the gameplay. I think it's a solid gameplay. Nothing spectacular about it, but it's so simple and yet so effective, and you're acting like a tit. But to some of the things, to pick up stuff, you've got to press buttons to pick up stuff, and I like that rather than just walking over things and just going, acquired.
Like card.
Like you do on GTA if you walk over cash or
Ding!
something.
Don't even pick it up. I just happened to find over $20.
You gotta press buttons to pick stuff up, and I like how hard it is because you can have like loads of zombies and stuff around that. There's 3 types. There's stalkers, clickers, which are the most pain in the arse in the whole game, and then there's the ones that I can't remember the name for them, but they're most recently turned, so they've still got human traits about them. They've still got the face and everything like that. Like the Walking Dead sort of thing. Yeah. You've still got the full face and everything. I was playing, and there's one mission where you get like a horde of them coming towards you. You can have all the ammo in the world with a shotgun or something. Not a shotgun, but like a pistol. And you will still die. You have to have a mixture of, you have to have your weapons, you've got to use them at the right time, and you've got to have, if you've got smoke bombs, I haven't used on zombie yet, but I had a splinter bomb.
Bricks and stuff.
Yeah, you can pick bricks up and throw them.
No, just to distract them sort of.
Yeah.
Because you can't see, can you?
Clickers can't see. Stalkers in recently turned can. But clickers can't, and that helps.
Clickers the oldest ones, aren't they? Sort of
Clickers are horrible. Their design is brutal, but it's really well done.
effective, sort of.
And there's one level in particular, and I know for a fact Mikey doesn't like scary games.
I want to play those.
Doesn't like scary things, but there's one level, and you're put into pitch blackness, and you've got a little torch, and it's the type of torch that you've got to shake the controller. If the battery starts to go low on it, you sort of shake it. So I know he will be crapping himself. But they're with clickers, and you're just like, you can, when you're walking, and you're just like, because you can have your torch on because they're blind, obviously, but it is so intense, that level, and it is, the first time you do it, it is creepy as hell.
When I remember 2 years ago when the game really came out.
What was last year?
Last year, whatever. I was chatting chatting with a girl. Big on that. I think she said it was really good.
It is a good game.
And I'll last for another day. For a couple of times like that.
I genuinely think that
I've always wanted to play it since then.
this game is, I can understand the hype around it, and the hype around it is well deserved. I absolutely love playing the game, and so much so that I've played it very stagnantly, because I want to keep playing it. I don't want to ruin this. I don't want to finish it dead quickly, so I'm only playing it in little bits. So bear in mind, people got it on Tuesday. I still haven't got, I'd say I'm about halfway through, maybe. I mean, that's 5 days of playing stagnantly.
But at the same time, we've been playing GTA.
Yeah, I've been playing GTA, and
I haven't played FIFA, so...
And I haven't, I've been up doing other stuff, which I want to do, because I don't want to ruin the storyline dead quickly. That's such a good game. It is, and I can understand people saying it is only second to GTA because of how good GTA is. Because I can't fault a lot. I know I've said this about some games, but I really can't fault anything about this game.
It looks so
And I
good.
can't wait to get to the finish of this game, because I don't know what happens, you see.
I do.
You do, but I don't. And
It's good.
I don't want to know. I'm really, really enjoying it. Now, the rating is crucial, because...
I say give it another week. Wait till you've played it.
I want to finish it. I will finish it.
Don't
Once I
give it a
finish
rating
I'll give
yet,
it an overall rating. I'm going to give it a preliminary rating.
Right,
'Cause
I'm
that's
never
fair.
allowed to give these little...
You can't give a preliminary rating because you've only just bought your games on Friday. 2 days would be a bit bit harsh. I've had it since Tuesday. That's 5 days. 5 day week-ish.
It's 7 days a week.
I know, but you get 5 days. 5 day a working week. You know what I mean. But
What time did you get it?
well, you see, I only started playing it on Tuesday, but I've had it for a few days before that. On the Saturday, you see, I had it for a week. But
Okay.
preliminary rating, I'd have to give it like 9.4, 9.3. I genuinely just...
Check.
No, I'm not doing that, Rick. That's not our rating. That is not our... We can get done for copyright for that, I'm not getting done for copyright. I'll just blame you.
Go for it.
But yeah, I'm happy to give it a 9.34 for now. I'm not even finished doing it yet, so people tune back in next week to Jack's full review of The Last of Us. But what a storyline!
It's interesting, isn't it?
It's so good. Speaking of games, it's got an online thing as well, which I can't wait to have it out myself, because it looks quite exciting. But speaking of online, Mikey acquired GTA Online on Friday. Sadly, I couldn't play with him on Friday because stuff happened. But yesterday. Oh my days, people! Oh, just
How close were we? The fact we got a 1-2 in our last race.
First of all, we did get a 1-2 in like
The worst card.
Well, I like the Warren. I think it's a good card.
I just want to get it now. Just
one of
to
the
do
first couple of races we did, and Mikey went, "Oh, Jackson 4! Oh!" I'm bear in mind, I'm driving the worst car in the field, and there's only the Dominator, what's the other one? The Gauntlet, and I was driving.
Basically, for those who don't know what it is,
I stupidly decided to pick a hot knife, which is the worst handling thing I've ever driven on GTA. And bear in mind, I've driven tankers on GTA, and the bloody submarine as well. I was sure the car has no speed, it has no turning.
What made
I
you
came forward, and the best thing is, I'm in fourth, it comes round the last corner. Next thing I see is Mikey go, I'm catching you! I'm catching you! I've got the rear view, I switched the camera into rear view so I can see Mikey behind. Next thing I see is Mikey just hit a lamppost and just rolls and finishes last. It was so good watching, because all I see was, I'm gonna get, oh god! It's funny though, because Mikey gets mad on GTA, he was like, he spun me out, and I was just like, you're playing GTA, Mike. What do you expect?
I mean, when it's Drive Club, like, oh, for fuck's sake. And the fact that when you said that, you do realise
you're playing GTA.
Like, oh.
And yet he still got mad after that. What else did you do? You were keeping up, you did another roll. Oh yeah, he was in front of me. I had such a bad race that one. And I was making my way back through the field. And the next thing I see is Mikey's in front of me, goes, oh, I'll just cut through here. Roll and see me rolling. Well,
that one when we had the supercars, I was in second. They were really good. Like,
was that like the 20-car field?
Yeah, and like proper. And we both slid off the motorway.
Yeah,
but because we were going that fast, we just
slid right off. You went off the motorway. I managed to keep it on the grass bank and kept going up.
No, it was going down. It was the industrial bit.
Yeah, I know. I kept it on. I kept it on the grass. I managed to keep off the thing. We were in another race, people, and
no, like you were going, and then you just dropped.
Yeah.
So and it was the industrial, but there was no grass or anything.
Mm.
The guy in front of me flew halfway across the road. Literally flew across the road and crashed into a tank. I had to reverse and everything to try and get out. And my car just went, yeah. And started, I was like, oh, for God's sake. And as soon as I come out, Jack went, alright, love, how you doing?
Hi, Mike! I came third in that race, I was so happy.
Fuck you.
But bear in mind, people, I got took out so much at the start.
To be fair, it is quite funny.
I love, but you know what?
When we did the off-road.
I've got right, I was just about to mention that. Like, firstly, just before I say, I've never had so much fun on GTA Online in my life. It's so much better people with friends than it is when you don't know anyone. But I was playing it. We did this off-road thing, and I went, I'm stuck between the Sanchez and the Dune Buggy. I picked the Dune Buggy, which was stupid of me, and I came second in the end by a tenth of a second, people, to a Sanchez. And the next thing, I turned around and the menu screen's panning round, and I just went, oh no, who's picked the Liberator? Mike, have you picked the Liberator? And all you was, maybe. And Mike just sets off with his Liberators and running people over, and I was just like, what are you doing, child? And it proved to be the worst choice Mikey's ever made, because we finished the race, and like, bear in mind, he was 30 seconds behind after the end of the first lap in about a minute and a half. And I finished the race and watching Mikey and so Mikey, how's it going? He went, hey Jack, you hear me horn? Bam, bam! Laugh at me.
It's slow, but it's got a cool horn though, you know what I mean?
I was just sitting there, I remember looking, I thought, the monster truck, and I thought, no.
What made me laugh the most is like, when I seen it, I thought, I've got to pick it because it'll be so funny. And as I was,
shell.
I remember as I was driving, I was like, okay, beep the horn, and park the truck. And it literally just slid into place, and they went, do, D, and F. I was like,
dun, 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 dun. How many dumps did you get yesterday? I'm sure. Oh yeah, it was one then. I do love the fact that they brought 30-player races in now. I love
We've got to get Mike. We've got to get
Matty in there, because Matty, it'll be fun with Matty on Tuesday. It'll be, just be like...
If we can get it though.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be in stock, it'll be fine. But... those greens, I can't fault it.
Assassins, I can't give a promissory, like, sort of thing for AC Blackwood at the minute.
No, because you've only had it 2 days, really.
No, but
you can talk about it. You can't give a rating.
I'm actually surprised. I've always looked forward to it. I thought I'll never get it. It's it, but fuck it, I'll get it.
Your graphics will probably be better than mine and Matty's, because we've got it for last gen, we haven't got it for PS4, you see.
It was amazing.
Because the graphics were, and for people who know Black Flag, the graphics were impressive on the PS3 and 360, never, let alone the PS4 and Xbox One.
You don't realise how, like, I'm used to the Xbox graphics. It was always toned down.
The Xbox, people are saying it's got the better. I mean, I've got a friend who's got both consoles, and she says that the Xbox One has got better graphics. Then again, I'm kind of sitting there thinking, I've seen, you downgraded Unity because of the graphics on the Xbox One. Because the PS4 could have done 1080p, but the Xbox was struggling. Same with Project Cars. Xbox is struggling to get to 1080p. I'm thinking, is he really got the better graphics now? I mean, it might be for horror games, because horror games are dead easy to do.
No, but what she's probably trying to say is...
She's a horror fanatic, so she knows.
No, I understand that, but what I'm trying to say is, due to the same performance level...
Maybe stuff for COD would be more appropriate for Xbox.
Yeah, but I'm not a COD fanboy, am I?
No.
Battlefield.
But it's been nuts. I'm looking forward to next year in terms of gaming wise. I think the Division people have got to keep an eye out for that because the little news that we get about it is good news. Project Cars,
it's been an interesting. How have we been going now?
What,
7
March? So 8 months.
8 months. It's gone fast, hasn't it?
I mean, we're not far away from. I mean, we've got another 4 months before we do.
Oh, year
The
anniversary.
year anniversary. Oh, don't put it like that. Sounds like we're a flipping couple.
Fucking feels like it, doesn't it?
But thing is,
We'll have to throw something interesting up for that, like,
yeah, it's gonna be a tricky one to try and get it done though.
yeah.
Try and get something worth it.
We'll try and get the lads involved to see what we can do.
Actually, and speaking of lads involved, it is a month now before this 28th of December thing, and I'm going to announce it because I think it's only fair we do it now. And to be fair, we're going to have a whole like flipping musical thing going on. You know, the I'm going to put that on at the start for like 30 seconds, and then
Yeah. Hi guys, it's the S team.
But people, we're doing an S Team Awards ceremony for things that have happened this year.
Comment of the year, drunk of the year.
No, it's not stupid as that. I've got a good few topics lined up. Well, no, I've got a couple more, but once they'll be all sorted, and I will put us four in a chat. There will be 4 of us, by the way, doing this podcast. It's not a podcast actually; it's a war ceremony. We'll be doing.
What do we get? A bar of chocolate?
No, but Mum's coming and ruin this just at the last.
Look at that, thanks, John.
Love ya. Love you.
No.
But
That's no way to talk to mum because it shits on you like a shit roll downhill, bro.
But we're doing an S Team Awards ceremony. We've got.
Did you say Mexican?
No.
No, sorry.
S Team Awards ceremony.
I thought you said
and you've got Mexican from somewhere. You've got Mexican.
I thought you said Mexican
S Team Awards.
What?
But that's going to be good fun. We've got 4 of us. We've got me, you, Matty, and hopefully another member. But we'll say about that later.
Possibly
another
2.
time.
Possibly 2.
No, just 1. I can only get 4 in here. I can't get 5. That's impossible. Have you seen the size of this room? I won't get 5 in here.
We're looking to get 3 in here.
We can get
Never
4.
mind 4.
But, we'll get 4 people. Hopefully. But what I'm going to do is, we've got some good things lined up. They're not getting prizes or anything, people are winning awards. They're just getting our respect and gratitude.
As you always get.
There's a couple of ways that we're going to do it. I haven't finalised everything yet, but it will be sorted by the end of Friday.
Next week?
By Friday, I'll message all you guys, letting us know beforehand. He said, you'll have 3-4 weeks to get whatever you want to put as your award, and then
maybe we could have something for the viewers, but they would want us 2 more people.
Have you seen our viewers? They don't comment.
Come on, guys.
They won't comment. I guarantee it.
Comment. You know.
No, don't say comments because they go, fuck you.
Fuck you, yeah. Oh, that goes to Mikey Keating.
But I think I've got about maybe 12, 13 awards lined up because you've got to remember there's 4 of us. And we're going to have to try and get our points across, and we're going to have to try and do it quick as well. And then, if 3 of us all agree on the same thing, then that will get an overall award. If we can't decide and it goes 2-2, then we're just going to keep it at 2-2. We're not going to have an overall winner. Because, let's say if me and you agree on what's the best card of the year, and then let's say the other 2 say, oh, we think this is... We're not going to be able to agree between us what that's going to be. So if it goes 3 people against 1, the 3 will... get the majority verdict, and that'll be the S Team such and such of the year. There is an award for us 4 as well, don't worry people, it is the biggest cock up of the year.
This is going to be interesting.
Nominations have already been submitted by me and Matty. To be honest, we're just waiting for the other one to get back in touch. But we've both agreed on the same thing, actually.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we have. I'm not joking, we already have. But if it becomes a majority verdict...
I've got a good award. Can I say it?
Yeah, if you want.
Funniest drunk of the year.
No.
Come on.
That's so stupid.
Because we all know who's going to win.
It's either you or Matty.
Matty.
So it's not really an award, it's not really a challenge, is it?
The best FIFA player while drunk. Get this.
It's not Matty then, is it?
He plays better drunk or when he's had a drink than he does when he's sober.
He's good, he's better than you, for now.
Oh, no, he's not.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
He is. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So, yeah, thanks for this week.
People. If you want to follow Mikey on Twitter, you can follow him at Mikey Keating XD. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow
Jack TM53 for the follow Matty Morris.
Doing the streets. If you want to follow Moggy, it's Lewis_Moggy. If we do take off, we're gonna have some associates of the S team, but they're not gonna be the S team. If you get what I mean. So, associates as in friends, accomplices that we know. If you get what I mean, because we can't have too many people. I'd say if we ever do expand, I could probably go to about 6, but no more. Because there'd be too many parties trying to get involved.
Oh, it means I want to get that.
But like us on Facebook as well. Give us a subscribe if you want to.
We'll throw the link in the description
have
to the page.
Have you honestly just... We'll throw in a link to the description for the page for you to subscribe. Now what's in this video? And it says who's uploaded it, and there's a little subscribe button next to it, Mike.
No, I'm talking about...
Send them a picture saying, click this button here to subscribe, not like you can already bloody see it. Big red thing. No. If you want to like it, I'd like that. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, subscribe to us, guys. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind a like, but I'm not fishing for them. Not like girls on Facebook. But thanks very much for listening, people. It's been a good one. And
see you later.
we've been the S team.